Hey everyone, Kelly Dean Allen here once again. Bit of an outside the box tutorial coming at you today with the Euro power ballad Listen to Your Heart by the Swedish group Roxette. I learned the solo to this one the other night and posted it as a short here on YouTube and on TikTok, and it did quite well, much to my surprise. Figured that I would learn the whole thing and pop out a quick tutorial for it and see how that does. Why the hell not? The rhythm to this one is just a bunch of power chords for the most part, so that won't take very long, and it's got a great little guitar solo in it, put down, I believe, by Swedish guitarist Jonas Isaksson. Regardless, let's close in, learn how to play Listen to Your Heart by Roxette. Alright then, Listen to Your Heart and Roxette, something a little bit different than what I normally do around here. Don't look at a whole lot of pop music, but I wanted to look at the solo to this one of those great pop song solos, and I figured I might as well learn the whole thing. So I'm going to show you how to play the whole thing. Now there's not a whole lot of guitar going on at the beginning of this one, a lot of piano and light drums and whatnot, and bass and synth, and not a whole lot of guitar. Maybe there's a little bit of guitar buried in the mix, just playing this chord progression, B to G to A to B. Right? B, G, A to B. Four times, and then just hang on the A, and then the vocals come in, same thing continues 4 more times during the first verse. Now, like I said, I don't even know if there's guitar going on here, maybe a little bit buried in the mix, but that's the chord progression, right? And the final time you play that, you go off to E and just let it ring. And then the guitars kick in with the chorus. Now, the chords that we're using here, B, G, D to A, and repeat, B to G, D to A, and we're going to go back to D, D to A, G to D, B to G to A, right, so that's the chorus. D, A, G to D, B to G to A, and then we're into the second verse. And then the vocals would come in. Right, for 4 more repeats of that. And then again, we go off to E, and then we're into another chorus. And at this point, it leads into the solo, which I wanted to look at in the first place. So, the solo. And that's the solo right there. So we're soloing in the key of B minor, using the B natural minor scale, not a pentatonic, but we grab a couple of notes outside the pentatonic. That one right there, which is out of the natural minor. So we're starting with a full step bend here on the 10th fret of the B string. Right, and then we drop into this very quick little pull-off scale run right up the pentatonic. Right there. all pull-offs, right? And when you get to the A string, you're going to go 9, 8, 7. And then you're going to go back to that 7 of the D, 9, 7, 5, and when you get off to that 5, you're going to give it a full step bend release. Right, kind of like that. Now, it's kind of buried in the mix on the studio version of this one, a little hard to hear exactly what notes he's grabbing there. But I watched a live performance, and this is what he's doing live. Right? Into this. So, 9th fret, off to 7, little bend, off to 7, back to 9, roll up to the 9 of the D. Into this. So back off to 6, little trill between 6 and 7. Then you're going to roll up the 7s of the D and the A. Right? And then you're going to slide back into that same note. Into that. So we're going to slide into the 7 of the A, go 7 of the D, 7 of the G. Grab the 10 of the B. Right into a full step bend on the 9 of the G. Right, give that some vibrato. Then we're into this. So 12th fret, high E. Little bend release off to 10, back onto 12. Little bend release back to the natural note. Then you're going to do a little pull off from 12 to 10 to 9 and grab the 12 of the B. So we're going to back up to the 5 of the B, slide it into 7. Then you're going to do a couple of little mutes, grab the 3 of the B, bend release. Kind of like that, right? And then we jump way up here to the 21st fret. Into that right there. So a couple of double hit here on that 21. Second one, you're going to give it a little half step bend release. Release it off to 19 for a double hit. Back off to 17, back to 15, slide that back to 14. On to 17 of the B, bend release off to 15, back to 17. And then finish 15 off to 14, sliding it back to 12. Right, and that's the end of the solo right there. So, from the beginning. Land on that note, we're dropping into the bridge. Now the bridge is going to be in E. Bum, bum, bum. You're going to hang in that E for about a bar, then you're going to drop off to a D sharp or E flat, and then off to C sharp. Bum, bum, bum. C sharp. You're going to go C sharp, A, B. Back to A, back to B, and then move it back into C sharp. And then we're into the chorus again with a key change. The first chorus was in B, this chorus is going to be in D sharp. So that's the bridge. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Back to A, back to B, into C sharp, into the chorus. right? So the chords we're using here for the chorus, now that we've had a key change, D sharp to B to F sharp to C sharp, right? Twice. Back into F sharp, back to C sharp, back to B to F sharp. Back to D sharp, back to B, back into C sharp. Right, and then repeat. And then the outro is just the same as the verses, but now in the new key, right? So we're going to go from C sharp to B to D sharp, B, C sharp to D sharp, right? Nice and light, about 4 times. Band joins back in, they get more aggressive, right? And now we're going to start kind of arpeggiating notes out of this. So this D sharp here is actually a D sharp minor, so we're going to kind of drop into the full D sharp minor. And now we're going to drop into B, which is a major, back into the C sharp, which is also a major. Right, and that just continues until fade out, and that is how you play Listen to Your Heart by Roxette. Certainly hope you enjoyed that, found it helpful, and if you did, please hit that like button right down there. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind. Hope you're well out there, and we'll see you next time, yeah? Cheers.